Hear that whippoorwill? All right, day 3. So far, so good. My pack is loaded with my resupply of food that I sent to myself in Atkins. So I think it's a little slower going this morning, especially uphill, just because I'm carrying more weight. But I'm amazed how just laying down for 6 hours, I probably only slept for half of that time, similar to 2 nights ago. It's like I'm getting a lot of downtime. I'm really not sleeping. I think maybe it's just because I'm so wired. I'm hoping that I'll get to that point where I can just instantly fall asleep. But today, so yesterday, as I was thinking about today, I was like, oh, I feel a little nervous. And now that I'm out here, I don't feel nervous. I think I just feel ready for anything. So the fact that it's not raining right now, I actually got a glimmer of sunlight, which is amazing. So tomorrow night, I have a stay booked in, Petersburg, if I'm getting my towns right. I might be getting my towns mixed up. But all I know is that it's 90 miles between where I started this morning and where I'm going tomorrow night. So the goal for today is to hopefully make it to at least halfway, so 45 miles, or I think it's a little over 90 miles, so 45 and a half miles would be ideal. But also anything could happen today, so I think it's just make as much progress as I can and roll with the punches. I love seeing that ribbon of trail up ahead. So cool. Beautiful. Hey, cow. I feel like I'm back in Switzerland, except there are no cowbells. Another misty, moody day. I just passed a shelter, saw some hikers for the first time today, besides tents and stuff. But yeah, so far, so good. I'm almost 15 miles in, and it flew by. So I'll take it. First official creek ford. Good times. I'm so glad it's not deeper, especially because it did storm last night. So that worried me for a second, but made it across. Got my feet wet. That's okay. All right. I'm heading up toward Thomas Knob Shelter, still about 2 miles away, and around 20-ish or a little over 20 miles in for the day, which feels good. Yeah, today feels mentally not as taxing as yesterday for whatever reason. Physically, though, it's harder. It's probably not just my pack weight, but just being tired from the last couple of days. Also, I'm in the middle of a pretty long ascent. It's about 2,000 miles of climbing 2,000 feet of climbing over 4 miles, which is nothing to sniff at. But anyway, I'm happily plugging away. Thank goodness I turned around. Wow. I'm still not at the top of Thomas Knob, but man, I'm feeling it. The views are incredible. No storms yet. I'm happy. I'm embarrassed for me that I'm filming myself while crying, but just trying to capture all the ups and downs. And nothing's even wrong. I think it was just really hard up to Chestnut Knob, and it's just like, that was so hard. What's it gonna be like ahead? Can I do this? I know I can, because I've done it before. So I think I'm just overwhelmed, but I'm trying to just remind myself of the facts. I'm over halfway for the day. It hasn't rained like at all. I'm making good time. Like, there's literally nothing wrong. I'm just really in my head. It'll be okay. Everything already is okay. Yeah, that's where I am right now. Oh yeah, we are cruising. Not really, but kind of. I am nearly 30 miles in for the day. I'm on a ridge somewhere after, gosh, I forget the name, Chester Knob Shelter. But I'm hearing the first rumblings of thunder, first thunderstorm, so I'm making sure all my electronics are in plastic bags. I'll put my phone away after this. I'll throw on my jacket and then poncho to cover my pack, and we'll see how this goes. I just got doused in an epic rainstorm. It was rough. It was the kind of thing that it was raining so hard and it happened so fast. I was able to get my trash bag poncho on. It seemed like not a big rainstorm at first, but then it just kept raining harder and harder, and suddenly I was soaked. And it was like a situation that if I stopped moving, I'd get really cold. Like, I didn't even want to stop to put on my other jacket because it would have meant having to take off my poncho and open up my backpack in the rain, which wouldn't have been good. So I just kept hustling to stay warm. But in the meantime, my hands were so wet and cold, and my stuff was under my poncho that like I couldn't eat or drink the whole time it rained. I don't know how long it lasted, but I want to say like an hour. It ended right before I got to a shelter, so I'll be able to look that up later. But yeah, it's been a tough second half of the day, and I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but last night I developed a really bad sore throat, and I don't feel sick, so I don't think I'm sick, but it's a little bit ominous because I got a sore throat last year. I'm trekking through some mud or some puddles. When I was on a training hike with Tara Dower, I got a sore throat. Didn't think anything of it, thought it was the smoke, and then I got really super sick and had to get off trail, and we had to end our hike early. I don't think this is the same thing because I'm 37 miles in for the day and still going and still moving okay, but my throat still hurts. I think it's just from all the heavy breathing, maybe. I hope it doesn't get worse. I hope it fixes itself. But I won't worry about it, but my voice just hurts a little. My throat hurts. This has been quite a day. I've been bargaining a lot. Been like, oh, maybe I don't want to do an FKT. It's not as fun as I thought it would be, which is silly. I'm experienced enough to know it's not gonna just be fun. It's a lot of hard work and being uncomfortable. But I kept having opportunities to stop short, like at a lean-to and campsites, but I just keep walking by them as if like, oh dear. Yeah, as it's kind of like I'm giving myself no choice but to keep going. But I'm gonna put my rain jacket back on. Okay. Wow, this view. It's raining again. I'm trying to have a good attitude. Holy cow. Still going. Made it through another spell of rain. It is so gorgeous. Wow. This is my reward for still being out. I wanted to stop a million times today. Somehow I'm still going. I've just about reached my goal, which is 45 miles, because that's halfway between where I started today and where I'm hoping to go tomorrow. But that's by my watch. I think it's a little short, but I didn't think I'd make it this far. Still walking. What's wrong with me? There have just been no good places to camp. I might camp on this road here. It's an old dirt road. Maybe you can see that. But yeah, I mean, it is a rocky road, no shoulder. You never know who's gonna come rolling down this road in the middle of the night. So just for safety reasons, I need to find somewhere that's more tucked away. But it feels exciting having come this far. Oh. Little town.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. I am stealth camping behind a church. I'm pretty sure nobody's here, but it was the best option. So maybe this will be the best sleep of my life. Or at least on this trip. Or maybe somebody's gonna wake me up in